Hello, welcome back. Wes Hampton never set out to be in the spotlight, but over time, his voice has become one of the most recognizable and beloved in gospel music. What sets him apart isn't just his talent, but his humility, warmth, and deep faith. He brings a calming, uplifting presence to every song he sings, and rather than chasing fame, he's always chosen to be a worshiper first and a devoted family man second. Since joining the Gaither Vocal Band in 2005, Wes has been more than just a voice. He's been a source of emotional depth and spiritual strength for the group. While others might command the stage, Wes quietly supports, bringing soul to the harmonies and depth to the music. His rich baritone never tries to outshine others. Instead, it draws listeners in with authenticity. But Wes's story doesn't begin with the Gaither Vocal Band, nor does it end there. His journey has always been about listening to his heart and following God's direction, even when that means making difficult choices. Leaving the Gaither Vocal Band wasn't a decision he took lightly. It came through deep prayer, reflection, and a desire to be more present with his family. He walked away from applause and acclaim to embrace a quieter, more personal calling, one that focused on his role as a husband, father, and spiritual leader. Wes's decision to prioritize his personal life over his public career is a powerful reminder in today's fast-paced, recognition-driven world. Real fulfillment, he shows us, comes when our lives reflect our deepest values. It's in the daily moments, late-night talks, birthday celebrations, and simply being present that the meaning of life reveals itself. His story resonates not just with fans of gospel music, but with anyone trying to find balance between work and family, ambition and faith. Even after stepping away from the spotlight of the Gaither Vocal Band, Wes continued to serve through his solo projects and community ministry. He found new avenues to connect with people and spread his message. His impact continues in every life he touches, every song he writes, and every time he puts his family first. His legacy is not limited to awards or albums, but lives on through his quiet faith and genuine kindness. One of the most meaningful relationships in Wes's life has been with Bill Gaither. Their bond goes far beyond music. Bill saw in Wes not just a talented singer, but a man of integrity and spiritual conviction. The mentorship between them became one built on mutual respect and faith, more like father and son than colleagues. Under Bill's guidance, Wes grew not only as a performer, but as a spiritual leader. Their connection served as an example of how true success in life and ministry is measured by the impact we have on others and how willing we are to lift them up. Wes's upbringing laid the foundation for all of this. Born in 1977 in Spartanburg, South Carolina, he was raised in a deeply Christian, musical home. From a young age, he felt drawn to worship and service. He began singing in church as a child, later learning guitar and keyboard, and leading worship as a teenager. His joy came from encouraging others in their faith through music, not from fame or recognition. That mindset, music as service, has remained constant throughout his career. In the late 1990s, Wes moved to Nashville and began his professional journey. He worked as a songwriter and backing vocalist, quietly building his experience and reputation. When Bill Gaither invited him to join the Gaither Vocal Band in 2005, it was a dream come true. Wes's smooth baritone quickly became a cornerstone of the group's signature harmonies. His voice added strength and warmth to countless beloved songs. But more than that, he brought a deep sense of humility and spirituality that fans and fellow musicians admired. As time passed, the demands of touring began to weigh heavily. Wes realized that while he loved singing and sharing his faith through music, He was missing precious moments at home. The cost of being away, weekends, holidays, milestones with his children, started to feel too great. He felt God leading him toward a new path, one where he could still minister, but in a way that allowed him to be fully present for his family. It wasn't about giving up. It was about shifting focus. Wes's departure from the Gaither Vocal Band was handled with grace. There was no drama, just mutual respect and love. Bill Gaither, understanding the importance of calling and family, supported Wes's decision publicly and privately. Fans were saddened, but many also expressed admiration for Wes's courage to follow his heart. He left on a high note, his reputation intact, his faith as strong as ever. Since then, Wes has embraced new opportunities. His solo music continues to inspire, filled with themes of faith, perseverance, and love. He spends more time at home, nurturing his marriage and being there for his kids. He leads worship, mentors young artists, and serves his community in a more personal and direct way. For Wes, this chapter feels even more fulfilling than the last. Not because it's louder or more visible, but because it's aligned with what matters most to him. What Wes Hampton's journey teaches us is that true success isn't about how big the stage is or how many people are clapping. It's about living a life that reflects your values, your love, and your purpose. His life is a powerful example of how strength can be quiet, and how the greatest impact we make often happens away from the spotlight. Wes's story is one of integrity, courage, and deep, abiding faith. A reminder that the most important songs we sing are the ones our lives echo every day.